Hey everybody, how's this view? What if I put it down? Still in the rental. I got a warning that my car was gonna go in deep sleep mode, which is to conserve the battery if I didn't start it. So I had remote started it a couple days ago. Ooh, my knuckles is ashy. You know what? It's ashy. I was running late. There's no makeup, there's no lotion. I'll do all of that when I get to work. But anywho, look at my ashy knuckles. So I started my car for about 15 minutes to recharge the 12-volt battery. That's the battery that like starts your car, not the main battery that runs the car. So I did that a couple days ago, and I went to go do it this morning, and it said it can't start my car because the trunk is up. Well, I guess that's good news, because I guess the dealer has started to work on my car. It has been silent. Nobody calls me for no updates. Nobody calls me. I call them. Oh, we'll get to it. We haven't gotten to it. We'll get to it. So I was going to tell my husband, well, can you call for me? Because I keep calling and I'm getting the runaround. He said no. And I was like a little mad, you know, because this conversation is quick, right? So he was like, no. And I was like, oh, another thing I have to do. But he was like, enjoy that that loaner. And he was like, why are you rushing them? You got a car. You should be upset and annoyed if you didn't have the loaner and you had to make arrangements to get to work and pick up the kids every day. Enjoy that loaner. And I was like, you know what, you're right. And I was talking to my coworker because, you know, people don't normally have a loaner for damn near 2 weeks. So they were like, where's the Mustang? I'm like, still at the dealer. And I was like, this is a loaner. And they were like, oh, okay. And then I was like, bro, it was going on 2 weeks. And my coworker was like, girl, I had a loaner for a month. I'm like, a month? She was like, yep, I had it for a month, while they tried to figure out what was wrong with her car. Told her she needed to get a whole new engine on a car that was only 3 years old. Told her she needed to get a whole new engine, $5,000, back and forth with Subaru corporate. They gave her credit for $3,500 for the engine, new engine, and she would have put in like $2,500 with the tax and everything. And when they went to go take apart the engine to replace it, it was a burnt out wire, cost $80. So she had that loaner for a whole month going back and forth with them. So my husband was like, enjoy the loaner. And my coworker was like, enjoy the loaner. You know what? I'm not harassing these people no more. Go do your job. And I'll keep enjoy driving this 2023 brand new Subaru Solterra. You know what I mean? I will thoroughly enjoy driving your car. Okay? Putting your mileage on your car. And I was kind of worried too, because I bought the car used, right? And I normally don't buy cars with that, used cars with that many miles on it. I try to keep my mileage, if I buy a used car, under 10,000 miles. But when you're dealing with mileage on an electric car, it's not comparable to mileage on a gas car. The wear and tear is significantly less because you don't have an engine. You have motors, like a toy car, like an RC car, right? So I bought a used car, 2021, 2 years old, 20,000 miles, 27, I believe, 27,000 miles on it, something like that. So I did that. You know, I did a lot of research on mileage, and the comparable to gas miles is not the same. The wear and tear is a lot less. You don't have all these parts like you do in an engine. So I bought it. But the bumper to bumper, because there's quite a few warranties on this car, but the bumper to bumper is 36,000 miles, 3 years. I'm not at the 3 years yet. My 3 years is actually June 2024. But I only have 4,000 miles left until I get to 36. I average about 6,000 to 7,000 miles a year, which means my mileage, my car will be out of warranty because of mileage before the true 3-year date. So I'm driving their car back and forth, then using their miles and everything. That would just help me with the miles. So like my husband said, I'm just going to enjoy this loaner. But my video today is because I have posted on my social media Lauren Sanchez being engaged to Jeff Bezos. Lauren Sanchez is a media personality. She's what the red pills will call a woman that hit the wall, the manosphere, because she's a low value woman. And here are her stats: 53 years old, divorcee, not one, not two, but 3 kids. Right? I put a video up about their engagement before. So my nephew-in-law was saying that he's not the right man. So we were kind of going back and forth on social media on the post about why he thinks that Jeff is not the right man. And I'm saying he got over $100 billion. There's no such thing as him not being the right man. I don't understand how he's not the right man. So he says that Jeff lacks empathy, or personality, and looks. So I said, well, empathy, I don't know. You don't really know him or his philanthropic endeavors, but like somebody said, you can't be a billionaire and be a good person at the same time. So I'll give you that. No empathy. Looks, you got that. He looks like Lex Luthor. He's not attractive. And personality, I wrote, I don't think you know him. I'm going to assume you don't know him and you never hung out with him, so you have no idea what his personality is. But if I could guess, and we were going on assumptions, I would say his personality is dry like toast. He looks like a nerd who didn't know how to get chicks and still don't know how to get chicks. Now, with that being said, I still don't understand how him lacking empathy, a personality, or looks still doesn't make him the right person. I don't understand that. I've never in the history of niggerdom was able to know anybody that was able to take empathy to their mortgage company and pay a bill. I don't know anybody whose personality gave them generational wealth without the wealth. What do these qualities have to do with being the right person? For $137 billion net worth, I can literally put 3 people on payroll to follow me around to exhibit those traits for me. I don't understand how it's not the right person. So anyway, I chalked it up to lack of maturity because he's young, Gen Zers living in motherfucking La La Land, okay? And then another man came on my page and said it's mind-blowing to him that I think $100 billion make him the right person. And I also wrote, it's mind-boggling to think that 100 billion, I'm saying million, but it's supposed to be billion because it doesn't even sound right coming out of my mouth, how $100 billion does not make you the right person. And then I had an epiphany while I was in the shower today, soaping up my nether regions, that I realized as I tapped into my femininity with soap, that no woman on my page disagreed with anything I was saying. The likes and hearts and congratulations that I was getting was from women. The only ones that criticized Jeff Bezos were men. Men who don't and would never, ever, 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 and I would say this with the utmost assurity in my life, men that will never, ever, ever have the title of billionaire under their name. You don't. You got a theater major college dropout, and then you got an overly masculine, self-hating, roid rager, manosphere, red pillar, who doesn't think that Jeff is the right man. But no woman on my page said that $100 billion is not enough to make him the right man. And then it was the type of man. So you got like what I call the polar opposites of men. And then you have the comfortable medium. And that's what I call my husband. My husband is a very comfortable medium as far as everything to me except for looks, because I think he has above average looks. I think he's not average. He's above average when it comes to looks. But body and everything, shirts, pants. He's average, and height. He's tall. He's not average height. But I call him a very, very comfortable medium, right? As far as logic, education, everything. Very comfortable medium, okay? Who said that he would marry Jeff Bezos? With that, if he asked him. Before I could even finish the sentence, if Jeff came and said he wanted to marry me, I couldn't even finish the sentence. My husband said, we getting a divorce, buy me and the kids an island, and just check up on us once in a while. This thing keeps falling. Sorry, I haven't learned how to prop it up yet in the loaner. How is Jeff not the right man for 100 billion motherfucking dollars? Jeff Bezos is a fucking country comparable to China as far as power and money. That there are sanctions against Amazon to make sure that they don't become a country, because he has everything he needs to become a country. Literally, I like to watch free shit. So besides Tubi, app on my TV called Freevee was what we were watching. And when I went to go on Freevee, it said Freevee, now an Amazon company. Amazon has its hands in almost everything. Your textiles, your goods and services, your medication, your prescriptions, your employment, your healthcare. Amazon has its fucking Skynet tentacles in everything. That countries have to put laws in place to make sure to pretty much put shackles on Amazon to keep them from going where they could go if these sanctions weren't there. If you don't believe me, Google it. I think Amazon might be surpassing China, if I'm not mistaken, but something about it being comparable to a country as big as China. Okay? How is that nigga not the right person? Nothing you could tell me about how he's not the right person for a 53-year-old divorcee with 3 kids. How would a fucking man know what a woman needs? And it's always you fucking men to tell a woman what's right and not right for her. You can't. I don't go on men's pages telling them that protein powder isn't good for them, or that supplement that they're taking is gonna make their balls shrivel and kill all the Y chromosome sperm that they have, because the Y chromosome is more fragile than the X chromosome because of weight. Therefore, the anabolic steroids that you are taking, bitch, the anabolic steroids that you are taking are killing your sperm and shrinking your balls. I don't go on your page and tell you what's best for you, but y'all love coming on females' pages telling us what's best for us. And this is very reminiscent in Congress. You motherfuckers with penises love telling women what we should do with our motherfucking bodies. Now, the Roid Rager, on my page, just put up that women justify killing babies in their stomach because it's my body, my choice. So fucking what? First of all, it's not a baby. Take a fucking science class. It's not a baby. Take 6th grade biology. It's not a baby. It's a fucking fetus. It's a ball of cells. Just because potential to become something doesn't justify the means. And I love all these pro-lifers who don't have any adopted fucking children. Think about it. You're a pro-lifer. You lambaste women who choose to have abortions for whatever fucking reason that's none of our goddamn motherfucking business. But you don't have any adopted children. Y'all go out there and you picket with signs outside of Planned Parenthood, bullying women who are trying to get health care. And usually women who are getting abortions are for financial reasons, or the men ain't shit, or their daddies are touching them, or uncle is touching them, or for whatever fucking reason they don't want to have a fucking baby and be tied down to your fucking ass for the rest of their life. Sometimes you're just good enough to fuck, but to breed with, no. Oh, this nigga got this. Oh, no. He plays video games all day. He got a mattress on the floor. Why am I having a baby with him? I'm no. It could be just as simple as that. It could be just as simple as I'm in a career, male-dominated career, that having a baby right now, if I'm not at the status of where I need to be, will keep me from getting promotions or becoming partner. Because that happens. Right? So for whatever reason, this woman doesn't want to have a baby, she's going for abortions. But y'all out there, choose adoption. Put your baby up for adoption. Put your baby up. Y'all ain't adopt no fucking babies. There's a clip going around with a man asking women who are holding up choose adoption signs how many children they've adopted, and they're saying, oh, I got 2 of my own. And he goes, oh, so you adopted them? No, I got 2 of my own. You're already calling them my own. When you adopt a child, isn't it yours? All of them, 4 old white women, none of them have adopted children. But you have signs outside of abortion clinics talking about choose adoption. It's the motherfucking hypocrisy for me. Now I can guarantee you that this motherfucker who put up a abortion post saying that women justify having abortions by saying my body, my choice. How about a woman doesn't have to justify an abortion? She could just want an abortion because it's Friday and it's going to be 90 degrees today. How about that? If you don't want women to have abortions, don't get them pregnant. Did you know that it is 100% with full accuracy that a woman cannot get pregnant without a sperm? Did you know that? Did you know that we are not asexual creatures and we cannot impregnate ourselves? Isn't it fucking amazing how if you care so much about a woman getting pregnant and having an abortion, you should be abstinent, because no birth control is 100% except for a vasectomy, and you cowards don't want to do that. Or you don't want to put money and research into a male birth control pill, not because the science is not there, because you guys won't take it. Because you equate your masculinity with your sperm production, and it does not have anything to do with it. But anyway, y'all won't take male birth control. Y'all saying that the only way to do it would be to decrease testosterone and that causes cancer. Okay, whatever. You won't do it. But y'all be fucking multiple women, and then they get pregnant, and then you want to be pro-life? It's the hypocrisy for me. It's like, if I didn't vote, I wouldn't talk about politics. But I talk about politics because I vote. It's like when, did you guys remember the what is it called? The American Idol, when it first came out, and you had to vote by telephone, and you had to do all this dialing and yada 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 yada, and when your favorite person didn't win, it was a problem, blah 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 blah. Well, guess what? Guess what? I never voted. So I never talked about Fantasia winning and this one winning because I didn't vote. Anyway, I'm cute. Bye.